TRN News.
Nashville's most wanted fugitive is under arrest. 24-year-old Dadiri Muhina was taken into custody by Metro Police on Wednesday. He had 5 outstanding indictments, including 4 for first-degree murder. Muhina was wanted in connection to the shooting death of 16-year-old Janiyah Birdsong in September 2021. He was considered the city's top most wanted fugitive for over a year. The University of Memphis Board of Trustees has approved a nearly 5% tuition increase for the next academic year. Students will pay an additional $264 per semester as the university responds to rising operational costs. Officials say the added revenue will fund academic programs, student services, and campus safety efforts. The university notes it has kept one of the lowest average tuition increases in the state over the past 6 years. I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Some kids never smile. They're embarrassed by their crooked teeth. They want braces like the other kids, but their families can't afford them. Some may even try to straighten their teeth themselves. That can make everything worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. It helps provide orthodontic treatment to kids and teens whose families can't afford it. For kids who apply, are approved, and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, it can be life-changing. Their treatment is in the hands of an expert, a licensed local orthodontic specialist who improves their smiles by correctly aligning teeth and jaws. Some kids think they'll never smile again, but Donated Orthodontic Services may help them smile with confidence. To link to the application and eligibility requirements, visit aaoinfo.org.
Nashville's most wanted fugitive is under arrest. 24-year-old Dadiri Muhina was taken into custody by Metro Police on Wednesday. He had 5 outstanding indictments, including 4 for first-degree murder. Muhina was wanted in connection to the shooting death of 16-year-old Janiyah Birdsong in September of 2021. He was considered the city's top most wanted fugitive for over a year. A 16-year-old boy is fighting for his life after he was shot while he and his friends were playing with guns. It happened inside a Denelson apartment unit on Wednesday afternoon. Metro Police say 4 teens were handling the guns when a single shot was fired, hitting one of them. An adult in a nearby unit called 911. One of the teens fled the scene and then ditched the guns in the woods nearby. The 2 others stayed behind. An investigation is ongoing. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The State Department of Safety and Homeland Security warning Tennesseans about a new scam involving text messages appearing to come from the DMV. Officials say those scam messages claim the recipient has outstanding traffic ticket fines and a link to pay those fines on a fake Department of Safety and Homeland Security website. You're advised not to click links if you receive a message and to file a report with the state if you fall victim to the scam. A Nashville area man has landed behind bars in Putnam County for allegedly cashing thousands of dollars in fraudulent checks. Monterey police arrested Matthew Rinks this week after responding to a call at one bank where Rinks tried to cash a fraudulent check totaling $2,100. Further investigation revealed that Rinks had successfully cashed $3,500 in fraudulent checks in Cookeville and Livingston. Rinks is charged with forgery and criminal simulation. A Wednesday evening fire destroyed a home on Buffalo Valley Road in Putnam County. A county fire department press release said firemen responded at 6:30 after the caller reported heavy smoke from the second floor. Officials blame the home's loss to location coupled with limited water resources and the advanced stage of the fire. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active weather day is shaping up for us across the region. A few showers or thunderstorms may begin popping up as early as lunchtime, with scattered storms becoming widespread this afternoon into the evening hours. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and very heavy rainfall. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. A few storms may continue into the overnight hours with lows in the upper 60s. Rain and storms are possible again Saturday, but timing is uncertain. Right now, it appears the best chance for activity will be during the afternoon and evening hours, with strong to severe storms possible once again. Highs will be around 80. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, yo. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:07. Today is Friday. It is the 6th of June. Happy Friday, Sheila.
Happy Friday. I can't believe it's already Friday. It feels like it's been a long week.
It has been a long week.
Like extra long.
Me and Engineer Mike were talking earlier about.
Yeah. What is this first week of June? And why are you so long like you're January or something?
It has lasted a whole month in itself.
Yes. I think there's just been a lot going on. There's a lot going on all over all the communities in the Upper Cumberland.
Oh, gosh. So much stuff going on this weekend. And the weather.
It's iffy.
It's iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And may get rain later today.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think I saw Anthony Taylor say it was a level 2 out of 5 risk for today, this afternoon.
Look at him giving us the risk level. I enjoy that.
I like the risk level.
I don't like risk. What I'm saying is I like to be prepared.
Well, sure. The risk level kind of lets you know how much you need to be prepared.
And I trust Anthony.
I do too.
His little family is so cute. We saw him yesterday.
They came out to the Lee Bryce concert with the
Lewis
country.
Bryce.
Lewis Bryce, yeah.
Lee's his brother.
Right.
But Lewis, he sings great. He might be even better than his brother.
I got to tell you, the dude looks like he should be playing baseball somewhere. I mean, he's a big old dude.
The dude ain't hurting for looks.
Big old arms.
I know. I don't think I noticed.
I did, as a confident man.
Let me just tell y'all.
I noticed. I was like, "Dadgum, that dude."
I try to be
huge.
professional. Me and Piper, the other sales lady, was Piper Heckman.
Lions.
Well, he walks in the station. I'm talking to Piper, and I was like, she goes, "What's wrong?" And I go, "That Lee Bryce is tall, and he's broad, and he's pretty handsome." And she looks around. Golly, he is, isn't he? And she and I don't really get crazy like that.
No.
But it's something, and it had some swagger about him.
Yeah.
We liked him.
Yeah, great. And you can watch the concert tonight right here on Hub Plus. It's at 7 p.m. right after the Outdoor Showcase. So if you haven't seen the Outdoor Showcase, that's a TV show that showcases some businesses that do nothing but outdoor stuff. So if you're in the market for a boat, or you want to go hunting, or you want to camp out, or whatever, there's some great businesses there in the Outdoor Showcase. Then right after that, Lewis Bryce concert from yesterday at the Country Giant Studio. So looking forward to that being on tonight. And if the weather's bad, also on Hub Plus, you can click over a couple of clicks and watch Upper Cumberland weather there with Anthony Taylor. So, live. Yes, absolutely. So a lot of great things there with you. Hub Plus, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, but you have Roku at home, be sure to download the Hub Plus app. If you're on cable with Twin Lakes or Spectrum, you can find it on channel 192. A few things you need to know. Congratulations to Averett again. They've got another award, the Sustainability Award from Transtex, a leading manufacturer of aerodynamic solutions. When you see those Averett trucks, they have those skirts that go down below the trailer and
Right below their knees.
Yeah, there's I think they use another thing too, like a edge top something. Anyway, it says that they have reduced their CO2 by 69,322 metric tons and saved 6,809,672 gallons of diesel fuel. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So way to go, Averett, with another award.
They win awards all the time. And they also look so professional. Those trucks, when you see them, they always look so clean and good, and they drive well.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, they have great drivers. So it's like, if it's Averett, it's top notch.
Yeah, my Uncle Danny used to drive for him. He retired from there.
Yeah.
So
it employs a lot of people.
If they're all like Uncle Danny, then they're good people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And they do a lot in the community. Speaking of community, the Great TV Auction is going on WCTE. It continues tonight through Sunday. The auction is online too, and you can actively bid online on the auction items. Go to WCTE.org to find out more about that. But it wraps up on Sunday. So it's from 7 to 9. Or a 7 to whenever it ends, but it starts at 7 o'clock tonight, tomorrow night, and then Sunday night it wraps up. But once you get involved with that, you can bid online, but you do have to go online and register first. WCTE.org/auction, and you can register so you can bid on everything.
Okay. The TBI is hiring an interim criminal intelligence analyst to work at the Cookeville regional office. The TBI.
It'd be cool to be a part of that.
Wouldn't that be cool? What do you do for work? Well, I'm a
TBI.
criminal intelligence analyst.
That's pretty cool.
It sounds like a TV show kind of job, you know?
It does. Like
you would need to wear.
Are you faking that? Did you just hear that on TV?
Like you would be able to have a lab coat and a cop uniform at the same time.
I would like that.
Come on.
Well, I don't want you to forget about the show Cabana. It is a play that's happening at Cookeville Performing Arts Center, or the Old Drama Center. New life at the Old Drama Center.
That's right.
But Cabana is showing tonight at 7. Tomorrow, I think it's 7:30. Tonight and tomorrow at 7:30, and Sunday would be their show. And they've still got tickets for Sunday especially. So you can go to CPAC and get tickets. You can go online, get tickets, or just show up at the door. But at the door doesn't guarantee there will still be tickets by Sunday. So I would go ahead and get my tickets.
Get your guaranteed ticket.
Yeah.
The rec center at Cane Creek Park. It's not too late to sign up for this. It's happening Saturday, tomorrow from 1 to 3. It's a high energy self-defense workout. You'll feel stronger, safer, and more confident. And I got to tell you, if you're a young lady or a lady You should go do this.
I've done a safety defense course, and but it's been a while. I'd like to brush up on it. Plus, I'm a little older.
Right.
My moves are probably different.
Yeah.
Can't kick as high.
You might need to start carrying a cane.
I don't need a cane yet.
Well, I mean, you not to walk, but if you can't kick as high, maybe you need that cane to, you know.
He wants me to look like a little old lady beating somebody with my cane. I've just got my purse. You know I can beat them with my purse.
It's $20 and spaces are still available. You can contact the Cane Creek Park Rec Center.
That's a great thing.
And get hooked up with that.
Also, I don't want you to forget about the Folk Medicine Festival that's happening in Red Boiling Springs tomorrow, too.
Mm-hmm.
The Barefoot Farmer will be there speaking. It goes from 9 all the way to 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free event. And lots of activities. You can learn about the herb walk, go walking with a professional that tells you what each herb is and what to look for. Just a lot of fun things. And then there's lots of vendors as well.
And music.
Live music. It starts with a live national anthem at 9 a.m. and then music all day long, crafts. It's just a lot going on there.
Yeah. And Pioneer Day starts tonight in Livingston.
Yes.
Isn't that a lot?
Tonight and tomorrow.
Tonight and tomorrow, yeah. And it's down at their Central Park. It's not up at the square this year because they're doing work. Beautifying
Overton County. But that Pioneer Days will be good too. And then Fishing with a Mission is tomorrow.
That's at Twin Lakes Catfish Farm. You can win $25,000. There's two $25,000 fish there. I'll be out there with the Henry Brother boys. I love them. And plus, Miss Greta said the magic words. She's going to be making biscuits for us early birds that get there to help set up and stuff.
She's like, there'll be biscuits to keep y'all's energy up.
My hope is that I get there just in time for everything to be done, but still biscuits left.
Good planning on that.
I ain't lying.
Can you plan it just right?
I think so. I think I can get that figured out. Anyway, your 2 cents is coming up next. That's brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. What's the question today, Sheila?
What was the worst concert you've ever been to? We always talk about the good ones. What was the worst one?
You know, I really hadn't had a bad time at a concert, to be honest with you. Really?
And I hate saying it because I like this person and this singer, Hank Jr.
I see where you're at on that, but
he was drunk the whole concert. I'm not like a pearl clutcher. You can have your beer and have fun, but sloppy drunk is no fun when you're around it and people are rude and mean.
Yeah.
We left early.
Really?
Because he wasn't singing good. The audience was just throwing up everywhere.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. It was Starwood.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm ready to go home.
All right, head over to our Facebook page. You can find that on Good Morning Cookeville or Jason and Sheila. Anyway, you'll be able to find us on Facebook. We're like the easiest people in the world to find.
Are we?
I think so.
We want you to find us.
Hang out. We'll get to your comments on that coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:20 now.
I'm excited about the artists we have coming in, or guests, at 7, I almost said 7 p.m. This is morning time, 7 a.m.
Very good, Sheila.
Molly Perry is coming in. She is a graphic artist, graphic design artist, and she is with the First Friday Arts around Tennessee.
Okay.
So she's going to tell us a little bit more about that. We always have the guests in with First Friday when it starts up around the west side. And Middle Tennessee Eye, they're coming in to talk about cataract awareness and some of the things going on at Middle Tennessee Eye.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Can't wait to get to that. It's your 2 cents right now. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. You find everything there. Follow them on Facebook, too, because they always put some of their new items that they get in on Facebook.
They really do. It's good to keep up with them.
Right. And if a lot of this stuff, if you want it, you better go get it. Because, I mean,
when they put it on Facebook, everybody else sees it too.
Their inventory changes out so much because they have so many great customers like yourselves, and are able to get new things in and out all the time. So if you see it on Facebook, you better go get it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say, if you did want something, you're looking for something specific, ask them about it there. They could have it like in their basement and in storage, or they'll be looking for it for you. And I mean, they're really great like that.
Oh yeah, the good guys that work.
Keep an eye out. So the question, your 2 cents: what was the worst concert you've ever been to? And then kind of tell us why it was so bad.
Well, like I said, I've had a good time at every concert. You know, I like concerts, and I've had a good time. But I can tell you the strangest concert was David Allen Coe.
I can see.
It was at a little bar in Lexington, Kentucky. And the radio station I worked for, we were the sponsor of the show or whatever. So there's a line of people that are lined up outside the bar to go in and see David Allen Coe. And me and the guy I worked with, another Cookeville boy from back in the day, Michael Bandy, we were standing out there, talking to people. Like we're supposed to, because we're there with the radio station. Because we're there with the radio station and we're doing the thing. And we get to talking to this couple.
Yeah.
Okay. And he kept trying to kiss who we thought was his woman. Right?
Yeah.
And anyway, she kept pushing him back, and we said something. I was like, so, boy, he sure is trying to give you a kiss. And she says, and I swear, this is what she said. He does that. That's my brother.
Oh, goodness. I bet that shocked you.
It did. And it was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was weird.
Yeah. And then he got up to go into the show. Same guy that was trying to kiss his sister. Same guy.
It is Kentucky.
Yeah, same guy. He gets up to the door, and this bar they had where they wand you. I mean, come on, it's a David Allen Coe show. You're getting wanded before you go in.
Yeah, they're checking for stuff.
So they wand him. He beep beep beep.
Well, of course.
I mean, he had probably a knife with a 5 or 6 inch blade on it, and then he got mad that he couldn't go in. Had to go back to his truck.
Yeah. So it was a whole ordeal.
Oh, this guy, and
it started with him wanting to kiss his sister.
Well, he had already been drinking.
No,
yeah,
at a David Allen Coe concert.
So it was that was one of the strangest things that I've ever seen at a concert. Second strangest thing I've ever seen at a concert. Again, at another radio station thing, Billy Ray Cyrus was performing out in this field area. and the back was just kind of marked off. They had that orange, rubbery looking plastic fence up where you couldn't go back there. A lady handed Billy Ray Cyrus her baby so he could sign.
Here, Billy, sign my baby.
That's what she did. And he signed the baby's clothes. He didn't sign the baby because no matter how messed up you think Billy Ray Cyrus is,
You don't want to tattoo a baby.
So that's the
Because, like, sometimes people get signatures of their artists and then tattoo
Right.
over it.
Yeah.
Is that what she was wanting?
No, I don't think so. I just think she was a little nutty about Billy Ray
Billy
Cyrus.
Ray Cyrus and lost her mind. Take the baby. Just sign anything.
Sign the baby. But handed that baby to Billy Ray Cyrus. And that was weird. But the second weirdest part was that Billy Ray Cyrus took the baby.
Because he's nice like that.
Anyway, so those are the two weirdest things that I don't have a bad experience.
I mean, who wants to be known for turning a baby down?
Both of those experiences were hysterical to me
Right.
and added to the entertainment.
Right, I get you.
So they're not bad. Didn't have a bad experience.
There's a lot of radio stories over the years.
Really weird story.
That kissing your sister.
Phew, I'll never forget that.
Because he was really trying hard.
He's my brother.
He does that when he's been drinking.
He does that when he's been drinking.
He don't mean nothing by it. He loves me.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah. What's the question is what the worst concert you've ever been to and then why? Archie said, let's see. I don't understand that. Sorry, let me go on to the next one. Because it was like a two-parter and I don't see the first part of it.
Oh, okay.
Loverboy and Joan Jett is what Jason Pirtle said at the Checker Dome in St. Louis. Don't need to say anything else.
Okay.
Well, actually, you do. I would think that would be a good show.
It does sound like it would be a good
I'm
show.
thinking, what happened?
I don't know. No telling.
Because I thought that I've seen Joan Jett before. She was good.
Yeah.
Sarah said a group called AM/PM came to my high school, and they don't even play Free Bird. You know how at every concert
if they don't play Free Bird, no reason to even
it got me all choked up on that one.
stay around.
She's like, I just know that a lot of the bars, Free Bird.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, so at your high school, y'all were doing that.
Yeah.
Johnny said, oh no. Okay. He said Kenny Rogers. And I was like, he wasn't good. He said it was just way too many people. So it wasn't Kenny. It was just the crowd.
Yeah.
Too crowded to enjoy it. Misty said, only been to one concert, Zach Williams, and it was good. So not a bad one.
Zach Williams is a good show.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, this shocks me. Cindy said Vince Gill. Because I've seen him.
Now,
I've seen him with the Eagles.
I'll say this about Vince Gill. It's a boring show.
Okay, well, that's what she was talking about. She said he never spoke to the audience, sang very few songs, mostly just played his guitar. And this was years ago at Starwood.
Yeah.
So people can have a great voice, but not be really a good entertainer.
Yeah. And that's Vince Gill. I mean, I like Vince Gill. I like
do
his
too.
songs, but it was a
Well, I
very
feel like y'all
boring
might
show.
throw stuff at me if I say this.
What?
It wasn't the worst concert I've been to. I enjoyed it still because it was George Strait, but he doesn't talk to the audience much.
George Strait doesn't have to. That's George Strait. There's I mean, I know Vince Gill's a legend or
He
whatever.
ain't George Strait.
There's a couple of miles of distance between Vince Gill and
But
George
all
Strait.
George really has to do is look at the audience and smile and tip his hat.
Yeah.
And that's basically what
And
he did.
George
And I
Strait-
was pretty but when he sung, and I know it was live,
Yeah.
but it sounded just as good as the recording.
Also, the difference between George Strait and everybody else, George Strait can do a whole concert of number one hits.
Number one.
Not many people can do that. It's George Strait, Alabama, and Garth Brooks, maybe Alan Jackson.
Now I wouldn't want you
That's
don't twist it. Don't think that I didn't have a good time. I did, but I was just thinking I wish he would talk more because like I explained, I love the stories behind the songs.
Yeah.
But I kind of missed that. But as far as it being a bad concert, it was not. He performed great. And like you said, all hit songs.
All his songs.
Jim said, haven't been to any bad ones yet. And I hope you don't.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to a lot of bad ones.
I mean, neither. I've been to, I mean, most of the concerts I've been to have been good.
Yeah.
And I've had fun. And, you know, even
Well, I can have fun anywhere.
even if they, what's what I'm saying, even if
Yeah.
they were bad, I
Yeah.
mean, You can still have fun at a show of any kind, really. Because if the show's on stage is bad, chances are really good you can find a show in the audience.
That's true.
Because people are entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Thomas Bandy agreed with me. He said, I'm a very big Hank Williams Jr. fan, but ironically, it was one of the worst concerts I ever attended. He said he played at Tennessee Tech's Hooper Eplin Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he had gotten drunk that night, and it was just a bad show. Couldn't remember his words to the songs and all that. So I hate that, especially when you love them so much.
I mean, that was cool back when Tech had concerts at Hooper Eplin.
They had big folks attend too.
They should do that again.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, it's spoiler alert. We'll get into the world of entertainment and music. That's on the way. The new movies that are opening up this weekend, you may want to enjoy if it's all rainy and gross outside. That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Indiana Pacers won Game 1 of the NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder 111-110 last night. The Pacers trailed by 9 with 2:52 to play and went on a 12-2 run to finish out the game, including Tyrese Halliburton's 21-footer to put the Pacers ahead with 0.1 on the clock. The final score was the only lead of the ball game for the Pacers, who lead the best-of-7 series 1-0. Texas Tech softball evened up their series with Texas in the Women's College World Series Championship, winning last night 4-3. The win forces a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight for the title. Veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers agreed to a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday. The deal is pending a physical. Rodgers will head to Pittsburgh for mandatory minicamp next week. He's coming off a season with the New York Jets where they went 5-12, and Rodgers had a QBR of 48.1, which ranked 25th out of 32 qualified passers. The Atlanta Braves fell to the Diamondbacks yesterday 11-10. They started the ninth inning up 10-4 before the D-backs scored 7 runs and closed it out in the bottom of the ninth. It's the 4th loss in a row for Atlanta, who are still looking for their first win in the month of June. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:34 now.
82 will be our high this afternoon, and it's going to be a mostly great day, but then we have some showers that could be moving in later this afternoon into the evening. Just keep a watch on that with Anthony Taylor. We'll update you here. Also on the Hub Plus app, you can go over to, we've got Anthony streaming all day.
Yeah, Upper Cumberland weather.
Upper Cumberland weather. I just say it's Anthony, our buddy, but Upper Cumberland weather. You can have that on demand right here on Hub Plus.
All right, spoiler alert time. Here's what's on TV tonight. 2020's on ABC. CBS has Fire Country and then An Evening with Dua Lipa.
I would actually watch that because I like some of her music. She's very attractive. You'd probably like her.
I know who Dua Lipa is.
I knew you did.
I've seen Dua Lipa. Hollywood Squares is also on CBS.
Now, see, it's like, how do I
So
choose?
far, CBS is winning.
Yeah.
Master Chef and Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service on Fox. On NBC, Soaring to Life, making of How to Train Your Dragon. Also, Happy's Place and Dateline NBC on NBC.
That was a cute little movie, that How to Train Your Dragon.
I haven't seen it.
Real cute.
Resident Alien is on USA and Sci-Fi tonight. Killer Cases on A&E. There you go, Sheila.
I heard that you and Tim talked about me wanting to watch killer shows and Snap.
We did.
When I was out Tuesday, my husband Tim.
We did talk about it.
I don't have a problem.
He seemed to think you did.
Oh, when I'm not around, he talks about me.
Yeah. New to streaming on Netflix, Mercy for None and The Survivors. Both of those are limited series. And Tires with Shane Gillis came out yesterday. And yes, I did watch them all.
All of them.
I watched them. Well, they're only like 20 minutes each.
Well, still, you don't stream, you don't get into that one after the other kind of thing because he doesn't like sitting for a long time.
Well, no, I did it in like, so I would watch a couple episodes and then go do something else and then watch, 3 or 4 more episodes.
I was right about you.
Because they're short.
Right.
And
he's funny. He's hilarious.
Right. And with this rain coming, I thought, we didn't get everything in the garden planted because I'm already late on getting everything in the garden planted. So went out and did that, then came back in and watched the rest.
And I left him alone. I didn't text him because he'd been complaining about not getting his garden done.
That's right.
And I was like, I can't text him or Donna.
That's right. We're busy.
Right. They're busy people.
But anyway, that's on, and it's great. If you like Shane Gillis, if you get offended by the F-bombs, don't watch it.
Yeah, if you got kids, you might need to watch it after they go to bed.
A lot of F-bombs. On Saturday, WNBA basketball is on CBS. 48 Hours also. On Fox, Major League Baseball. Destination X is on NBC. It's a neat game show. It's got the guy from
it's got
the zombie show.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan on it. He played Negan.
Yeah, that's
on Walking Dead.
He's the host, and it's a pretty neat little show. You have to guess where you're at.
I want to see that. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen clips of it.
Yeah,
he seems like he's a good host of that.
Yeah, real laid back.
I love him.
It's a really good, a really good show and a really good idea.
He seems like somebody you'd hang out with.
I think so. I think
he just seems like, hey,
he's
what's
pretty
up?
laid back guy. American Ninja Warrior is on NBC. Storage Wars, a new one on A&E, and Tomorrow's World Today is on the Science Channel, which I didn't even know we had.
We may not.
You don't think we've got the Science Channel?
Well, I think I would have discovered it by now.
I know. It seems like I've seen all the channels.
I've got a NASA channel, and sometimes I watch it. Tim will come through like, what are you watching this Earth thing for? And I go, because we live on it.
Oh, so you're just watching the feed of
sometimes
what Earth
I do.
looks like from space?
And I go, you know that I secretly want to be involved with NASA. Could you imagine me up in a rocket?
No.
Me either.
Tom Cruise set a Guinness World Record by performing 16 burning parachute jumps for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Wow.
The film's climactic scene, he leapt from a helicopter at 7,500 feet, igniting a fuel-soaked parachute midair, then deploying a backup chute after the main one disintegrated. Some jumps included a 50-pound camera rig for close-up shots.
Tom Cruise 62, which, now that I'm older, that doesn't seem that old, but it's old to be doing all those tricks.
Yeah, 62 now is different than 62 back in the day. 62 back in the day, Sheila, you'd been going to the beauty shop and getting that, that
or the
old lady hair.
And the blue, what was it? Blue wash to make it look yeah.
That's what you would be doing.
But no, not now. But
No.
I'm saying I'm younger than him quite a bit, like 7 or 8 years younger than him, and I wouldn't be doing all that.
Well, no, but you hadn't been training for it either. And
Has he?
You don't have a personal chef. You don't have a personal trainer.
I mean, he does still look pretty
If
good.
it was your job to be able to do that kind of stuff,
I'd probably keep up on
you'd probably be,
Yeah.
Although I will say, Sheila, and I mean this in no.
Here it comes, y'all.
Well, I mean, you just don't look like an action movie star.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, well, neither do I. I'm not saying, but
Like, people are shocked that I'm a country girl sometimes.
yeah,
Because they're like, you worked in tobacco? I'm like, all my life.
yeah, all my life.
Hate that stuff because it's hard.
Paramount Plus is developing Nola King, a Tulsa King spinoff set in New Orleans, starring Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He'll be it'll be about the same role as Sylvester Stallone's mob boss character.
But is Tulsa King coming back?
I think so.
Because I love Sylvester
Yes,
Stallone. in that.
Jackson will debut in Tulsa King,
Oh, okay.
season 3,
Good.
currently in production. The spinoff is in early development with no release date announced.
That will be great.
It'll be a good show. Tom Felton will reprise his role as Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter in The Cursed Child on Broadway, marking his stage debut. 19-week run begins November 11th at New York's Lyric Theater. Felton expressed that returning to the role after 14 years is a full circle moment. Well, good for him.
Pretty cool.
I wonder if he can sing and dance because, I mean, it's on Broadway, so they have to sing and dance, right?
Maybe they just need to borrow
Is that the rule? I mean, I don't know. Are they all musicals on Broadway or can they?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So if you want to have a popular television show, apparently all you got to do is put Island at the end of it. So this is Good Morning Cookeville Island now.
Gotcha.
On the show Love Island USA, fans didn't even have a chance to vote to get rid of Yulissa Escobar. It seems producers made the call themselves.
Oh, how bad was she?
Viewers have been up in arms after a clip surfaced of her using a racial slur on a podcast. She was more than likely about to be shown the door anyway, but partway into Wednesday's episode on Peacock, the narrator simply stated, Yulissa has left the villa.
Yulissa.
Some drama on Love Island USA.
I don't know any of those characters. I've never
I
even
don't
seen
either,
it.
but I thought I read it pretty good, for the people who do care.
No, that was great. And I'm like a lot of our viewers who I don't care about the show, but I want to know about what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, that way if someone says, did you hear about that Yulissa? We go, oh, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for anything. I can talk about it.
Did you hear her on that podcast?
Ooh, that slur.
Oh, that's bad.
I don't blame them.
All right, so the Diddy trial still going on, and the judge threatened to have him removed from the courtroom yesterday for unacceptable facial expressions and attempts to influence the jury.
Oh, my. There's always something with the Diddy trial.
The judge told the defense team, your client was looking at jurors and nodding vigorously. This can't continue or I will take measures, including barring your client from the courtroom.
I sure wish there was cameras in that courtroom where we could, they could have it live.
Yeah, I'd watch a little bit of this, but the courtroom drawings are
hilarious too.
They are. They're interesting. Another witness took the stand with the alias of Jane. Was exclusively with Diddy for 3 years until his arrest. Early in the relationship, they vacationed for 9 days on Turks Caicos. Is that how you say that?
I think so, yeah.
Jane testified that during the trip, Diddy gave her ecstasy 10 times.
And she didn't know?
I don't know.
Or she felt like she had to or would get killed?
Diddy paid Jane's rent, paid for her move to Los Angeles, and paid for her plane tickets to visit him. She said that Diddy gave her drugs every time they were together. And then they goes into a lot of the freak off stuff that I won't get into here.
We can't.
No, it's bad.
It's like making people do things they don't want to do,
Yes.
and they feel like they're going to get killed if they don't do it.
Yeah, it's not great. So
Allegedly.
but y'all can Google that on your own if you want to get into that. Some movies opening up this weekend. Some I haven't heard of. Ballerina. It takes place during the events of John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. The film follows Eve Macaro, who is beginning her training in the assassin traditions of the Ruska Roma. And then there's The Ritual. It's a horror movie, so it's scary. Ritual.
That doesn't sound like it's something I want to see then.
I
don't like the demonic things, and
Yeah.
it sounds like it might be.
So those are the only two new ones opening up this weekend. So it looks like The Ballerina would be the best of those to go see, unless you really like horror movies.
Some scary movies I like, but I like more of the funny scary,
Yeah.
which it's fake. Yeah.
Well, you know it's fake in the other one too, Sheila.
I don't like anything that
I don't like the satanic stuff.
I hate that.
I don't like
Because
that at all.
I just don't. I don't like you messing with my spirituality.
Right, yeah. Coming up, we've got The Real Good, couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, round 5 of Ask Sheila. That's coming up next year on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active weather day is shaping up for us across the region. A few showers or thunderstorms may begin popping up as early as lunchtime, with scattered storms becoming widespread this afternoon into the evening hours. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and very heavy rainfall. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. A few storms may continue into the overnight hours with lows in the upper 60s. Rain and storms are possible again Saturday, but timing is uncertain. Right now, it appears the best chance for activity will be during the afternoon and evening hours, with strong to severe storms possible once again. Highs will be around 80. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:50.
Our guest this morning after 7 will be Molly Perry. She's a First Friday artist. She's a graphic design artist. We'll talk to her about that. And First Friday Art around Tennessee. We'll talk about what's all going on this first Friday. This is first Friday of the month.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
First Friday's
She's going to
today.
be in after 7. And then at 7:30, we'll talk to Middle Tennessee Eye. Talk about June Cataract Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you know what? There's a lot of people that get cataracts. And even it could start earlier than you think. And
Apparently, they're unavoidable.
Unavoidable.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to look for some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. At Summit High School in Mansfield, Texas, Principal Jason Mutterer, lovingly known as Coach Mutt, gave his graduating seniors a send-off they'll never forget. Instead of a handshake and a diploma, each of the 443 students received a handwritten letter and a crisp dollar bill. So why $1?
Yeah.
You may be asking. Because he told them 443 random acts of kindness can start a ripple of positivity and an impactful change. Coach Mutt said it took him over 24 hours to write all those notes, but to him it was worth every minute because this gift was more than a farewell to the students. It was a challenge to go out into the world and pay it forward.
And handwritten notes, who gets those these days?
Yeah, and for a teacher, $443, that's
that's
a lot.
pretty cool.
Yeah. The Mackinac Bridge is a massive 5-mile bridge that carries commuters and tourists back and forth between the upper peninsula of Michigan and the lower part of the state. And last month, it was being used by a certain possum who found itself strolling along between the two peninsulas. A passing motorist spotted the animal wandering onto the bridge and called law enforcement to help, which I don't know why. The Mackinac Bridge Authority staff and Deputy Davis from the Mackinac County Sheriff's Department located the possum and safely relocated it to the south end of the bridge, allowing it to scurry into the wild near Mackinac City. Mackinac, Mackinac, mac and cheese.
Just call that possum Mac.
Mackie Mac. News of the rescue was shared on social media posts that featured the picture of Deputy Davis and, of course, the possum casually making its way along the walkway. That's well and good, but it's no zebra.
Oh, I have zebra news.
Oh, what is it, Sheila?
You know, it hadn't been spotted for 4 days.
Yeah.
But yesterday it was spotted again, so it is still alive and roaming.
Well, that's good.
And they're trying to set up like a
GoFundMe?
A zebra trap. And not
a zebra trap.
They're going to an enclosure because they know he's hungry and thirsty by now, and they're going to put an enclosure that's got food and everything in it, and hopefully he'll go in that, and hopefully Ed or whatever he's called will because they said they renamed him. I'm like, how do you?
Well, why read if you're trying to catch him? You know, he's not going to know his new name,
right?
Anyway, well, I hope they catch that zebra.
Well, I'm glad he's all right because
Yeah.
I was thinking he might be dead.
All right, Sheila, are you ready for Ask Sheila? I've got
that's
your
right.
questions right here.
Yes.
All right. This is round 5. You know, I'm still rooting for you. There's no reason to even keep score today, though. So all the pressure's off.
Well, that's good. I can probably do better since
Yeah,
pressure's off.
yeah,
you know how I do with pressure.
I know. Yeah. Sheila, it's estimated that half a billion gallons of this are consumed each year. This is all about food and
I
drink.
was going to say, what's the topic?
Food and drinks.
When you said consume, though, at first
Yeah.
I was like, gas? What? But
No.
we don't eat
It's
that.
estimated that half a billion gallons of this are consumed each year. Food and drink.
So I would think it'd be a drink.
Yeah, since it's in gallons. That's good, Sheila.
Thanks. Tea.
Not tea. It is flavored.
Flavored.
Mm-hmm.
Gatorade because all the sports and stuff.
No, but you're closer. Less healthy.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
I was thinking of the Kool-Aid man running through the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that great
yeah.
commercial?
Yeah. According to USA Today, Sheila, this
Yes.
is question number 2. According to USA Today, Americans eat about 550 million of these each year. What are they?
Hamburgers.
What particular type of hamburger? From a particular type of fast food restaurant with a particular name.
Oh. Like McDonald's hamburgers?
And what are they called?
Why you what are they called? You can do it, Sheila. Like a Big Mac or quarter pounder?
Big Mac. There you go. 550 million Big Macs every year.
Wow.
As a country, 550 million Big Macs.
That's a lot.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was going to be a lot.
And it's quick. You just go through you know what you're going to get.
A Big Mac is one of those things that sometimes I have a craving for.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sometimes and nothing else will suit. It's
And I
gotta
don't
be that
know
Big
why.
Mac.
It's not the best ever. It's a thin
not.
little patty that
It
they
is.
put 2 different patties on there.
Yeah.
And then they put that little, Thousand Island like dressing.
Yeah. It's secret sauce, Sheila.
It's Thousand Islands.
It's secret. All right, Sheila, last question here. It's question number 3 here on Ask Sheila.
I've done better than I thought I would today.
You got well,
so far.
they have been incredible hints. Only 3% of the American population has ever tried this food.
Only
What?
3% has ever tried.
Only 3% of the American population has ever tried this food.
Sushi.
No, wait. I read that to you wrong, Sheila. I'm sorry. Redo. Only 3% of the American population has never tried this food.
That's why I said sushi.
No,
'Cause
only 3% have never. So 97% of the population has.
I see what you're saying. Look at it
Yeah.
the other way, and that's
Yeah.
way too much for sushi.
Right. Only
'Cause there's
3%.
So many people
Yeah.
don't want sushi.
So 97% of Americans have tried it. 3% haven't.
Is it something real nasty?
Well,
No, because most people
have had it. My hint is
chocolate cake.
no, not chocolate cake. It is kind of a dessert-y kind of thing. Mostly in the summer.
Oh, it's dessert. I
It's
was going to
different.
say salad, but that's not a dessert.
Different colors.
Rainbow sherbet,
Bill Cosby.
Jello pudding pops,
Well, or just
Jello,
Jello.
Jello.
This version of Ask Sheila was a lot more like Password. You know what I
It
mean?
was.
It was a lot. I think if you and I were on Password, I think we would kick butt.
Oh, I do too. Because there's times when I do that for you too.
Oh, I know. You do it for me too, Sheila.
I would love to be on Password. Let's make that happen.
We'd never get on there.
Why?
Well, that'd be like the guy's fine, but the girl won't ever be quiet.
The guy's fine, but the girl's entertaining.
That's not what they would say, Sheila.
It is.
They'd be like, she seems like she might be a problem.
That's real mean of you to say. Happy Friday to you.
Well, I mean, if we're going to try to get on the show, you might need to be coached up a little bit before we get there.
Coached up.
Coming up, some great guests. It's First Friday, so Art Round Tennessee's getting kicked back up. We'll talk to one of the artists with that. Also, coming up, we'll learn about cataracts from Middle Tennessee Eye.
Not Cadillacs, but cataract.
You can't have a pink cataract, can you?
You need to behave.
Quit
acting up.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.
No, we're going to be right back for another hour.
Yeah, I just told you what we were doing, and then I was like, all right, see y'all later.
TRN News.
A grand jury hearing the case against Samantha Marion. She's charged with voluntary manslaughter in the shooting death of Memphis pastor Ricky Floyd. It happened outside a South Memphis bar after an argument, and in court Wednesday, only one witness testified, the responding officer, along with audio of Marion's 911 call admitting to the shooting. Her attorneys state she acted in self-defense when Floyd allegedly charged at her. A special prosecutor is handling this case after the Shelby County DA recused himself due to ties with the victim. Nashville's most wanted fugitive under arrest. Dadari Muhena was taken into custody by Metro Nashville Police on Wednesday. He had 5 outstanding indictments, including 4 for first-degree murder. He was wanted in connection to the shooting death of 16-year-old Janiyah Birdsong back in September 2021. He was considered the city's top most wanted fugitive for over a year. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
What is hope? Hope to me was just that he would get to come home. I had no idea how hard it would be once he got back.
I wish she'd stop drinking so much. She thinks it's helping, but it's not. I hope she sees that soon.
I act like I don't care if he comes to my games, but I hope he does.
I used to hope he'd find happiness again. Now I hope our marriage makes it.
I hope Grandpa will get help. He thinks it's too late, but it's not.
With everything that he's going through, I hope he sees a counselor. I just want my brother back.
I hoped he'd get help. Stop hoping things would get better on their own. He told me to stop asking. I didn't. Then one day he asked for a ride.
Hope is knowing there are other families just like yours, that the veterans they love got help and recovered. Go to maketheconnection.net and turn hope into action.
Forecasters calling for a series of storms ahead of CMA Fest. Severe weather expected through Sunday as they're calling for isolated thunderstorms, low-end wind, and hail. The greatest risk for severe weather is expected today. The National Weather Service says up to an inch of rain could fall in the Music City as CMA Fest runs through Sunday. Outdoor plans might be impacted. Tennessee making a huge investment in Chattanooga's Riverfront Park. Governor Bill Lee announcing the $15 million grant. It will pay for a new playground, food options, and event spaces, amongst other things. The project aims to boost economic activity in the area. Chattanooga was recently named the first national park city across North America. And Hooters abruptly shutting down over 30 locations across the states, including 3 here. The news comes after the restaurant chain filed for bankruptcy in March. With the newly shuttered locations in Murfreesboro, Memphis, and Nashville, the company released a statement saying they'll continue their iconic legacy under a pure franchise business model. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Alexandria Mayor Beth Tripp and Water Sewer Manager Richard Edwards have landed behind bars in the DeKalb County Jail for allegedly trying to get the city's police chief to cancel a ticket for someone. WJLE Smithville reports that Tripp and Edwards turned themselves in Tuesday after being named in a criminal summons. The charges are Class C misdemeanors. Expect delays on Highway 111 in White County next week. County Executive Denny Wayne Robinson says both north and southbound lanes will be closed Monday between Fred Hill Road and Mayberry Street in Sparta. Robinson says crews will be working to remove a railroad crossing in the area. He said detours will be established to facilitate traffic navigation through the construction zone. That roadway expected to reopen Tuesday night. The Allgood City Council will consider a request next week to apply for a federal grant that could bring additional paid firefighters. The so-called SAFER grant would cover 100% of salaries and benefits for 2 new firefighters for up to 3 years. Allgood would have the option to continue funding the positions after that. Currently, the city has a single full-time fireman. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active weather day is shaping up for us across the region. A few showers or thunderstorms may begin popping up as early as lunchtime, with scattered storms becoming widespread this afternoon into the evening hours. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and very heavy rainfall. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. A few storms may continue into the overnight hours with lows in the upper 60s. Rain and storms are possible again Saturday, but timing is uncertain. Right now, it appears the best chance for activity will be during the afternoon and evening hours, with strong to severe storms possible once again. Highs will be around 80. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 707.
And we are so happy to have Miss Molly Perry back in the studio with us. She is a graphic design artist, and First Fridays from Art Round Tennessee starts today.
Today at 5.
It is Friday. It's the first Friday of the month. And how long does First Fridays go on? I know it's going on next month too. And then
I want to say that they end in September.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It all kind of culminates in Art Prowl in November.
It kind of leads up to it. Yeah. And I love that First Fridays feature a lot of the artists that we have around here in the Upper Cumberland. So graphic design artist is what you are. So it kind of explain what that means for people that may not understand.
So graphic design, I'm doing pretty much everything on a computer. So I work in Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. I draw with an iPad. I haven't touched pen and paper in a long time. And I prefer it that way.
Really? Because I was going to ask you if you like that.
Well, that and I think a lot of people, because what you do is art.
It's amazing.
But I think a lot of people, because you do it on a computer, don't necessarily see it that way, go through the process a little bit, because the process isn't easy. And when you say you're drawing, you are drawing. I mean, it is full blown art. So don't think when she says graphic design that is just, so she can use Canva. It's not that.
Well, it's almost like they think it's somebody else's creations and you just draw it in, and it's not. Yeah.
Well, that's AI.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear that from me. But anyway. I mean, I start just like anyone else. I start with sketches and I move that into whatever program I'm working on and, make it vector. Something is vector. You can make it as big as you possibly need it. It could be as big as the side of a skyscraper or teeny tiny, like on a button. So it's very handy.
No, yeah.
So do you have different instruments that you use? Like, I know they're like pencil,
I have an Apple Pencil.
Is there just one, or is there different tips to the pencils?
Well, they've cornered the market because Apple is Apple. So they do have an Apple Pencil. They do have different, I think they call them nibs.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I call them tops because nibs is weird. But anyway.
It sounds too close to something else.
Exactly. So
and they're like, you got what?
Right.
I got tops to the pens.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's right.
I'm glad we got through that.
Yeah.
That was.
I love it.
Yeah.
She's got a little Sheila in her.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not sure she'd brag about that, but that's okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to insult you.
So when you start the process, you sketch something out, you move it over to a program, that you're using, or software, whatever the kids call it these days. So once you get it moved over there, what's the process then? Because this is all very creative. I mean, this isn't a template. This is
You're right.
I'm making your template.
Right, you're making that, and so, but what's that process like after you sketch it and you move it into your software to start? How does that work then?
Well, I have a lot of fun choosing colors. I love making color palettes, and whenever I make a color palette, especially for what I mostly do, which is branding, I make a lot of logos and things. I choose colors that keep everything cohesive and speak to the brand. And
because it's got to speak to the brand.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, who doesn't know that?
But that's hard.
Sometimes it can be.
Yeah, speaking to the brand. Whew.
It's like you got to really know your brand so you can explain it to Molly.
That's right.
To recreate it.
And sometimes we're making a brand from scratch. Like a lot of the times I actually work with rural towns and counties. So I've made logos before for a town of like 800 people, like Red Boiling Springs. So
you did do Red Boiling Springs?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
we love them.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Yeah, the RBS is the place.
Yes. And it took a second for everyone to decide what we were going to do, but it's okay. And we got it done, and we have that red for their water pumps out there, because they used to do they had boiling springs.
Right.
People used to take the waters out there. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
So Red Bull, anywhere else that we would know of?
I did the logo for Gainsborough.
Okay.
And I also did All Good's logo.
Oh, really? Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Girl, you are happening.
Thanks.
So do you focus mainly on cities, or do you do logos for other stuff as well?
I've done counties as well. I've done a lot of small businesses mostly. I work for the Center for Rural Innovation.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Tennessee Tech
Okay.
With Andrea Krusko.
Right. So if you don't know what that is, they've done a lot of the rural development at some of these smaller towns that didn't have the resources to have a logo, a website, any marketing really whatsoever.
Yeah.
And they've
limited funds for that.
And they've gotten with this group from Tech.
Yeah.
And they've unbelievable job, I think, for all of them. Monterey's was the first one I saw.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Did you help on that one too, Molly?
That was my friend Laura Beth, and she was an intern with us. And I started out as an intern as well, and then they liked me enough to give me a full-time job. So I've been with them now for about 4 years.
The graphic design stuff, is that something that started with you early? Like, were you in high school doing it and then just kind of turned into a college thing?
Honestly, I like to think that my first graphic design jobs were the Spirit Week posters in my high school.
Yeah.
I would kind of go ham on those. And I've always loved to draw. So I would take the Kingston Yellow Jackets and put them doing, random things, have them as a football player, have them in the marching band, stuff like that. And I still make posters. That's mostly what I'm going to be selling at First Friday.
So the art, I mean, you've been doing logos and stuff. And then
logos pay
using
the
your
bills.
talent for that. So this is going to be.
This is my side hustle.
This is your side hustle. Okay.
I love it.
Well, we'll find out about the side hustle and what these posters look like when we come back. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, 716 now.
Molly Perry is with us. She is a graphic design artist with Tennessee Tech, actually the Rural Development Center. Is that what I?
Center for Rural Innovation. We innovate
Come on,
rurally.
Sheila. Get it right.
It's a big name. It's tech. It's tech words.
Right. We were talking about, the thing that pays your bills is making logos and stuff like that.
Which I think you still love that.
I do.
I think logos are art.
It is.
I love logos. I'm a logo nerd. I
There's
love
so
it.
much art in a lot of things.
But for Art Round Tennessee and First Friday, obviously she's not selling logos.
Right.
She's selling her art. Now, tell us what the art is like.
So, in my free time or whenever I kind of need a little creative jump start.
Your side hustle.
Yes, my side hustle. I'll make music posters for musicians that I really love. I did a
Get out of here. That's cool.
I did a jazz series recently. I have a Louis Armstrong one right now that I really love.
Oh, cool.
Before that, I did some punk groups because I go to punk rock flea markets occasionally.
How do you find a punk rock flea
Well,
market?
wait a minute. And
Yeah, back it up. This is interesting.
wait, hang on. And please don't.
You're fine. You're
and
fine.
please don't take this the wrong way. You don't look like a punk rock flea market type of lady.
Okay, interesting.
So
That's fair.
Okay, well,
I will say punk rock flea markets are for everyone.
So I know. Give me a just brief synopsis. We'll get back to this.
I know, so interesting.
I need to know more about the punk rock flea market.
So the punk rock flea markets are about like 10 to 12 hours of continuous live punk music.
Really?
In the middle of the venue. And then there's usually about 200 vendors that surround it.
And what can you buy at a punk?
Anything. You can walk down one aisle and find some taxidermy if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Get you a little skunk for the house. Or you could
Everybody needs that.
You could come and see me and my friends. We do posters and stickers, lots of funny bumper stickers.
Is this mainly in Nashville or?
There's one in Nashville, I think is happening in July. And then my favorite one is the one that happens in Knoxville at the mill and mine. So,
Okay.
very cool.
I did not know this happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've aged out of punk rock flea market shit.
I don't know if we have. Probably for all ages.
Yeah. I mean,
especially the vendors.
Well, then I'll say this. I have aged out of punk rock flea market.
Well, yeah, but I would like the vendors. You know, I'm all for festivals.
No, I know
Sounds
that.
like a festival.
Yeah.
and they're very fun. My aunt Margaret came to see me at one, and she is 71, I
Yeah.
believe. And she said,
I'm going to be the cool aunt like that.
yes. And she said, good. I found you. Now I can leave.
Oh, but that was sweet that she wanted to support you.
My cousins had fun, though. Yeah.
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 So we're talking about First Friday. So we'll get back
Yes,
to promoting
First
on that.
Yes, sorry. I just needed to hear more about that.
I did
that's
too,
very
though.
interesting,
It is
yeah.
pretty shocking.
You're very interesting.
Thank you.
So where will you be this evening for First Friday?
First Friday this month is going to happen at Meg's Bread.
Okay.
And if you don't know where that is, it is across the street from Ralph's Donuts. And if you don't know where Ralph's is, then you're not from Cookeville.
You're a
Sorry.
You're a communist.
Exactly.
I mean, let's just go ahead and put that out there. You're a no good rotten rat.
Just off of Spring Street. in
Yeah.
Cookeville. Like across from the Dairy Queen, turn there.
Cedar Avenue?
Can people?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Can people commission like things for you? Like if they're like super into a certain band or whatever, and they're
Sure.
like, "Hey, can you do this?" Or has that happened before?
Usually, what I get project requests for are things like, my friend Anna at Soulcraft, founder of Soulcraft, she commissioned me recently to design some cool tumblers for her.
Yeah.
Some stickers.
Oh yeah.
I worked with the ladies at the Silver Fern to do things for their business.
We love them. We had them on a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do get some personal commissions. But usually it seems like people want pictures of their family or their dog.
And you can
Yeah.
do that too?
I can.
I
So
think people are hard to do.
Do you and you draw them freehand and then wow.
On the computer or on paper and
On
then
my iPad.
on your see, that's amazing to me.
Yeah. Cuz I mean all right, think how weird it is to sign your name on the credit card doodad at the convenience store.
Yeah, it's almost like
And
the
then
chalkboard used to be in the old
and then
days.
think about drawing something on an iPad.
It's
It's
hard.
ridiculous.
Yeah, because
I've gotten
I can't
pretty good
even.
at my signature. I can't use the pen that they give you.
Fair.
But it works, but my finger works great.
There you go.
So I don't know what the difference is.
It glides
I
better.
can't use the pen, but I can use my finger.
My fat finger doesn't look like my signature though. With
But
a
think
pencil.
about how I mean, think how difficult that was when everybody first started having to do that. Or maybe it's just me. I had a very
no,
hard
it's.
time
I
doing
think
it.
all of us have a problem with that, and that's a good.
Right, but then imagine
Think how amazing she is to
That's what I'm
create
trying to
something.
get
like-
at.
You have a blank page right there on the computer, and you just design. Like, how do you even think of the first idea you have? Like when you're designing on your own and you're just feeling creative. How does that? Does it start with? Let me choose a color.
It does. I usually search for colors first, but man, Pinterest is my second home. You can find anything on Pinterest.
anything.
And honestly, you can get inspired by anything.
Are we inspiring you at all this morning?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm just inspired that you guys are so
good.
awake, and I mean, you live in the mornings. I don't do that. I'm a night person.
You should
Coffee's
see
a
us
hell
by
of a
3
thing.
o'clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we have that.
Yeah, it's not pretty in the afternoon.
Fair.
Yeah.
We're like most people are at this time in the morning.
Right, yeah.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, where does this go for you? Like, where do you want your art to take you, or are you looking for more of a career in that logo realm and still have this as your side gig? Like, as if you look 5 years down the road, I know it's a crazy, stupid question, but if you look 5 years down the road, where's this going to be for you?
Well, I definitely see it as just a side hustle. I mean, I genuinely really like what I do for work. I don't think that I ever want to go corporate if I can. I love working for a university because I'm doing something that's actually helping people.
Right.
Like these towns and counties that I mentioned, they get these services for free through a grant that pays us. So I
That's
feel
pretty
like
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm actually helping people, and I like that that's my job.
And you're helping the community you live in.
Yeah.
Because I feel like our localness is the whole Upper Cumberland. And y'all have done a great job at designing and making the towns kind of pop a little bit,
they
with
look
their
great.
logos.
Yeah. So you're from East Tennessee?
I am. I'm from Kingston, Tennessee, which is about 25 minutes south of Knoxville.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a pretty area down there.
I love Kingston.
What was it, Tech, that brought you to Cookeville?
It was.
Okay.
Tech is just a really good school.
It is.
It offers so much. You'd think that it's just engineering the way that they advertise it. but
Nursing.
We have
and
a massive art program.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, surprisingly, and then the something that I've learned just by doing the show is how many like you stay around here and have built a massive art community that I really didn't know existed. And but then with talking to all the Art Round Tennessee stuff and
Silver Fern,
all the art people that have been in here, all the different stuff that they do.
See, I love all the artists and everything, and he has grown in he's opened his mind a little more. It's not just frou-frou snobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like down there, because I think that's what a lot of people have in their mind when they see from the movies and stuff.
Right.
Art galleries.
The banana taped to a wall.
Yeah. And then
what the hell?
and then people acting like it is beautiful. Well, the artists here are more like,
Well, they're
to earth.
actual more artists here. I mean, that banana up against the wall, that's some New York piece of crap no one wants to deal with stuff.
these are people that really make things and create
Right.
things.
Exactly. All right. I'm off my soapbox,
Wow.
but
You're very utilitarian in
He
your
is.
view of art. How
what does
about
that mean?
That's not a
Want
bad
it to
thing.
be
Oh, okay.
useful. And that's fair.
Well,
You
yeah,
want art to be useful.
I want it to be pretty and something I can understand.
He does have a deeper respect for it now.
I
though.
do, because I mean, it's not that I discounted art. I mean, I know my mom is one of these that can do all, you name it, she can do it.
She makes wool, her own wool, all that stuff.
But so I grew up with that, but I was just never good at it. But I do love the graphic design stuff, because that is something that even if you're not a full-blown artist, that is still fun to play with.
Yeah, sure.
And then when you're done, there's not evidence of how terrible you did. You could just X and then
Exactly.
and then you're done. You never have to look at that again.
I have a question that reminded me of, do you hate or love Canva? Has it
See,
been a pain for an artist?
I think that Canva definitely has its place. I think that Canva is incredibly useful for whenever I'm no longer in the picture. Like, if I've established this brand for someone, how are they going to keep that going? Like, they still have to make things for social media, or they might want to do a shirt or something.
Right.
With Canva, I can provide them tools and templates, like you were talking about earlier, and just kind of leave them
Yeah.
with it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's what Canva's built for, is for the people that aren't you, and that still have to get stuff kind of done and quickly.
But don't call yourself an artist, because we use templates
no.
that's been created by artists like her.
No, and then what about AI? You know, like, especially with this zebra thing that's been going on. Oh my gosh, the AI that's been used on that daggum zebra picture from all over the state
Has been hilarious.
Do you see that are you going to, or as it progresses, is it something you're going to work with AI, or is it, you against AI?
See, I think that AI has its place too. I want to see it more as a tool rather than a replacement for artists.
Yes.
And when these programs are running and being trained off of pre-existing things that humans have made and basically stealing it to teach itself, it feels strange. And then also there's a tremendous environmental strain with AI, like with the supercomputer in Memphis. I think Elon Musk's company has a supercomputer down there, and it's polluting things, and it takes a lot of energy to sustain AI. So I prefer to see it being used for really small little things, or maybe just like
zebra pictures.
Yeah, that's fine. But or give me a few ideas, ChatGPT, but don't let it replace you.
Right.
And your creativeness. I mean, we all have a
Because
creative
there's no
spirit.
replacement for you.
It's not.
Yes.
Yeah. Use it as a helpful tool and not to replace your brain.
And kids at Putnam County High School, don't let it do your homework for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Find you somebody smarter than you to do your homework for you.
Like Jason did.
That's how you do it.
Okay.
All right. So Art Round, Tennessee's first Friday starts at 5. It's at Meg's Bread. Stop and see, because you're one of the artists. There's several other artists that
Molly Perry, and then there's several artists with you. Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, the list disappeared.
The list disappeared, of course.
That's okay.
There's about 5 other artists. I'm not
Are
sure.
they all at Meg's Bread? Or are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Here they are.
All right.
Bill Miller, Aaron Walker, Madison Paxton, Molly Perry. Hey, that's me. Sandy Miller and Tabitha Cole. And going on this whole time, they're having kind of like a food festival thing.
Oh, sweet.
With Meg's, in collaboration with Meg's. There's going to be kebabs and pitas and big platters of food. So yeah, go and get dinner and look at art. And
there's going to be more artists than Molly. They're not all graphic design artists. It's different.
It'll be
fields.
a great night out. Molly, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Indiana Pacers won Game 1 of the NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder 111-110 last night. The Pacers trailed by 9 with 2:52 to play and went on a 12-2 run to finish out the game, including Tyrese Halliburton's 21-footer to put the Pacers ahead with 0.1 on the clock. The final score was the only lead of the ball game for the Pacers, who lead the best-of-7 series 1-0. Texas Tech softball evened up their series with Texas in the Women's College World Series Championship, winning last night 4-3. The win forces a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight for the title. Veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers agreed to a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday. The deal is pending a physical. Rodgers will head to Pittsburgh for mandatory minicamp next week. He's coming off a season with the New York Jets where they went 5-12, and Rodgers had a QBR of 48.1, which ranked 25th out of 32 qualified passers. The Atlanta Braves fell to the Diamondbacks yesterday 11-10. They started the ninth inning up 10-4 before the D-backs scored 7 runs and closed it out in the bottom of the ninth. It's the 4th loss in a row for Atlanta, who are still looking for their first win in the month of June. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34 now.
In Middle Tennessee is with us, Gina, and I forgot your last name. Gina. It's Jenna. Oh, sorry, Jenna. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I forgot her whole name then.
They should blame my mom. She spelled it incorrectly. Okay, so it's actually Kathy's fault if anybody has, something to say.
Daggum Kathy.
J-I-N-A.
J-I-N-A. Yep, see, Kathy did it all to us.
Yeah.
And what's your last name?
Ward.
Jenna Ward
Yes.
from Middle Tennessee and all of the folks at Middle Tennessee are so great, and Dr. Alyssa Hudson and everyone. Now, June is the start of Cataract Awareness Month.
Yes, it is, and it is, as everybody who knows me knows, my favorite thing to talk about because I'm a weirdo.
Now that is weird to say.
It
So
is.
why is it your favorite thing to talk about?
So I came to work at Middle Tennessee Eye in 2010, and when I walked in the door, I was like, I don't know anything about eyeballs. I'm like, I'm gonna be a receptionist, and I'm gonna answer the phone. And then as I started to work there, and I started to learn more, and I got to be around Dr. Hudson more, and just be able to absorb all of the amazing things that our eyes do, and the things that can be done for them. I fell in love, and it's just been a love affair ever since. So, yeah.
We take a lot for granted, though, really.
We do, absolutely. So cataracts really are honestly one of the leading causes of decreased vision for older adults. And I meet a lot of patients that when I talk to them, and you ask the history, did your mom or dad have cataracts? No. And then when I talk to them a little bit more, I ask them, did your mom and dad go to the eye doctor? Well, no. So
they probably did, but they just weren't diagnosed.
Correct. It's just that.
Am I correct in saying that cataracts are unavoidable?
I would say yes. Honestly, I'm going to tell you yes. The majority of
Dr.
population
Hudson said something as you age.
Yep, it's going to happen to all of us. It's one of those things that, if you're lucky enough to get more birthday candles on your cake, this is the rub. So I'll take the candle, I'll get the cataract surgery. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
The other great part is cataract surgery, seriously, is one of the most done surgeries in the United States, and it's one of the easiest. The recovery for it is pretty much minimal. There's nothing to do, and there's no pain in cataract surgery. So I tell people all the time, I'm like, if this is the one you're holding out on, this is the easiest surgery you're going to do. Get it out of the way. Yep.
They are so good at making you feel so comfortable and then wanting to stay. Because I'm thinking, oh, y'all got other people to see, but I could stay all day.
Yeah.
We love our patients. I mean, we get to know them. And a lot of the times when we see one person, we'll start seeing an entire family. We start with one person and then it just keeps continuing until we see so many of the family. And that's what they are. They're family. We get to know their kids and they get to know our lives, and it's pretty awesome.
What causes cataracts? Is there any preventative to do?
No, there's really nothing you can do to prevent it. It's just what it basically is just it's a film that's going to grow on the natural lens of the eye. And so unfortunately, the only way to get rid of that is to extract that cataract, which means that you're going to damage that natural lens. So we extract that lens at that time. And then we have amazing technology, thank goodness, that allows us to calculate what lenses are going to work best for a patient.
Okay.
And then we go through that process. When I meet with them, that's what I do, is I talk to them about all of their different options, what could work best for them, and I think that that's where we are so lucky, because there has been such advances in this technology, and it's even getting more and more every day. It's getting better. So
that is. So when you put the lens the replacement lens back in, not only does it clear up the cataract, but that could be your prescription as well. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. And there are different things. So one of the great things, so we actually have had a ton of really cool things happening over at Middle Tennessee Eye. And one of them is that they've just released a new lens called the Panoptic Pro. It's by Alcon. And
you said you didn't know anything about eyeballs. You're pretty good
I didn't. But now, I mean, we're in it 15 years deep. Yeah, we're 15 years deep into this.
Eyeball pro.
No, but I happen to be surrounded by people who are, and that is the best part of it.
Osmosis.
Yes, that's what it is, man. I'm just waiting for the information to come on down. But with that, so with Panoptic Pro, one of the reasons that we're so excited about it is one of the things, and this is the way I say it, the only people who like driving at night anymore are under 30, and it's because they don't know what's coming, but it's coming. It's coming.
Amen.
Depending on your eye color, it's coming sooner.
Wait, depending on your eye color?
Yes.
Wow. I caught that too.
So blue-eyed people tend to be the most light sensitive. They don't filter light real well.
Yeah.
Green-eyed people come in next. Brown-eyed people tend to do a little better, but they still have the same problem.
Gotcha.
So
no, I'm hazel-eyed. That's okay. Some green.
We're sitting on the same page. It's going to be okay. I'm telling you. There are ways that you can also help with that too.
Dr. Hudson will take care of me.
That's right. You don't have to worry about it. But what you were saying about the prescription, what's really cool is there's ability to give you a multifocal prescription, which means you get all three fields of vision. So it's mimicking kind of the natural lens of your eye. And then there's other types. We can do just a basic, which is going to give you back your distance. We can do monovision, depending on if you've ever been able to do that before, which gives you distance and up close. So there are things coming. I mean, even more so than we have now with AI, especially. I'm anticipating seeing some really interesting lens choices come available in the next few years.
If you've already had a type of eye surgery, like I had LASIK in 2000, so 25 years ago, and as I get older and all that stuff, they told me I would need reading glasses. But as far as the cataracts go, can you still do the cataract surgery even though you've already had LASIK, or how does that work?
So I had LASIK myself, so we are in the exact same boat, and I have just reached the wonderful age of reading glasses. I love them so much. But yes, you absolutely can still have cataract surgery. So there are other ways. One of the things that we offer at our office, which is amazing, is called an aura. And what this is, it's a system that when she is at the surgery center and they remove the cataract, it allows her to rescan the eye, and it gives 40 additional real-time measurements.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is. And what's amazing for people like us who have had LASIK, what that does is, so since it's reshaping the cornea, you can get some kind of surprises in there that you can't necessarily see with just the instruments in the office. So that allows us to take those patients that have had that and give them an even better outcome with that ability.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do those, if you've had LASIK, do you get the new lens? So it's the same deal.
Correct.
Okay.
It's the same exact procedure. The only difference is you can add a little bit more of what I like to call the insurance policy for people who have had situations like us with that LASIK. It just gives us a little bit extra ability to see things so we can make sure we get it as close to perfect as possible.
It'd be cool if there was some way you could put in a lens that you could just click a button and they become reading glasses.
So they are actually currently
no
kidding. This is
They're working on this.
There is a lens that they actually have it out, and what it does is they can implant the lens, and then they have up to 3 sessions afterwards to fine tune it.
That's great.
It is. Now I will tell you, it's such a newer technology and everything, so we're still really into looking into it and seeing if it's something that's viable for the patients here. But it's so interesting because there's 3 sessions are going to be at least like an hour long. So I have not myself gotten to see yet how they do that, but I'm really interested in looking as to how the fine tuning part comes in, because that is amazing to be able to fine tune your vision. That's what everybody's wanted. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you could get in there, they can dial it in. Because back in the day it was they'd click the thing on you'd be looking through the thing. What about now? What about now?
1 or 2.
One or two.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I have to say before we take a break, I've got my glasses from Middle Tennessee Eye.
They are
Game Changers. Is it OG? Game Changer OG. I get compliments on these all the time, but I have to confess, I don't need to wear these all the time. I mean, my eyes were pretty good because she said, you barely need reading glasses.
Mm-hmm.
They can vouch for me, Jason, because he makes fun of me.
It's true.
But, I mean, I'm blessed to have my dad's eyesight, and he didn't need glasses until he was like in his 60s. And that's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
But I think these are so cute that y'all gave me the progressive lens so I can see.
Yep.
It's like, because my other reading glasses, I would be like, I couldn't even make out faces far away because it was just for reading.
Yep.
And these are so cute. And then I don't have to change them out. And I'm just like, I mean, I get so many compliments on that. So for those that just want some cool glasses.
I don't think reading glasses holds the same connotation as it did years ago. You know,
I fought it
because they make them where they're so cool looking. Before
these, I want to wear.
They were awful.
See, they were like, you had the big chunky ones that nobody wanted to wear. But I'm the same as you. Even after I had LASIK, like I people laugh. I wore glasses. Yeah. I had no prescription in them whatsoever, but I always have loved glasses. I love the look.
They're stylish, and there's so many different styles that you have. And I'll have to confess, I thought if I go to the eye doctor at my age, in my 50s, they're going to say I need glasses. Dr. Hudson did not. Yeah. She did not say that. She goes, if you want reading glasses, I go, I do. There's a pair I want.
You're like, give me a prescription so I can get these glasses. Yeah. I completely understand. But yeah, that's the best
Y'all are
part.
strange.
No, but I'm saying it is different, though, than your regular go to CVS and pick them up.
That is jewelry for your face. Why would I not want to wear it?
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you,
that
Jenna.
Is jewelry for your face, sir.
Well,
that's
I did not think of that.
There you go.
It's Cataract Awareness Month, and we'll talk more cataract talk coming up here.
Sorry, I got off on the stylish.
Hey, that plays into cataracts, okay? We want our people afterwards looking good.
Lord have mercy. It's all on the way next here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. An active weather day is shaping up for us across the region. A few showers or thunderstorms may begin popping up as early as lunchtime, with scatter storms becoming widespread this afternoon into the evening hours. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and very heavy rainfall. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. A few storms may continue into the overnight hours with lows in the upper 60s. Rain and storms are possible again Saturday, but timing is uncertain. Right now, it appears the best chance for activity will be during the afternoon and evening hours, with strong to severe storms possible once again. Highs will be around 80. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
We'll light up the sky. And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
And we have Middle Tennessee Eye in here. It's Jenna Ward with us. We're talking about Cataract Awareness Month. And
that there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. It's going to happen.
Just go ahead and make your appointment no matter how old you are. If you're 30, look 35 years in advance. Go ahead and make your appointment today.
Can we start doing the dum 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 after you say that? Like, I feel like that needs to be the sound effect after you say you're going to get them. Dum,
but
dum,
some
dum.
people develop them earlier than you think.
Oh, absolutely. And I will tell you, we have seen such an influx of younger patients, and I would say, so the last 3 years myself, I have seen patients in their 30s and 40s, and it's not necessarily a traumatic issue, and I'm like, okay. But
so why do you think it's gotten younger?
Oh, I think our cell phones, our computer screens,
we abuse our eyes and don't even know it.
Correct. Every day we do. I mean, I work in eyeballs and I abuse my eyes every single day.
Does the blue light lenses really help?
Yes, they really do. They really do help filter out some of that light.
I think sunglasses help too when we're driving. It's something to do with the...
Absolutely. So the thing is, a lot of people are like, well, I get the transitions on my glasses, so I should be okay. No, because what happens is your car has a UV coating on its windshield. Those are not going to change in your car. So even though you've got that UV coating, it's not enough that you shouldn't be wearing sunglasses still just to protect your eyes.
Yeah. The reflection off the roadway and all that.
They do look cool.
Yes.
They do, but I notice a difference, especially in the winter when it snows and the sun coming off the snow, it makes my eyes hurt.
So polarized sunglasses, this is also for those nighttime driving issues that people have, yellow or amber polarized sunglasses.
What were those called back in the day?
Blue blockers.
Blue
They
blockers.
were called blue blockers. My
That's
grandma
right.
had them.
That's
Jenna
right.
knows.
Yes, and I used to make fun of them, and now I wear them. So just remember that, kids, okay?
She's like, it's come back
Yeah,
around.
just remember, kids, you're going to wear
they
it.
still exist?
They do, but
they're cooler now, aren't they?
You don't have to go to the blue blockers. We can pump the brakes on
Okay,
those.
phew,
We
good.
can get you in a pair of very cool yellow or amber colored glasses.
Is that something that if we're trying to, I guess, prolong the getting of cataracts, that we should be
Eye health is as important as any other issue you have with your body. It really is. And the one thing that people, I think, take for granted is our eyeballs, because
so too.
they're just there. You know, if you've never had an issue with sight, then you've never thought about it. But people who tan, not wearing those little goggles, and I hated wearing those things myself, but yeah, you're getting a lot of light right in your eyes. Your eyelids are thin. They are not
surely people are
processing.
closing their eye. Oh, you're saying
It doesn't matter. Your eyelids are
gets through
very
the-
thin.
because they're thin and it goes through the eye.
You don't want to squint because then you get weird tan
Right, then you get
lines.
those weird tan lines.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
so
You
that's
don't
vanity
want tan lines.
Well, we're also going to talk about same-day cataract.
Yes, so like I
Surgery.
said,
Surgery?
yes. So not same day
You get
cataracts.
cataracts in
okay?
one day.
Yeah, if you get those in one day, you really need to come and see us because we got to talk.
Yeah.
But no, so again, we've had so many wonderful things happening at Middle Tennessee Eye, and I'm so excited because we just started this past week our same day surgeries, and that is done with referring physicians. So it's not like you can just walk in, unfortunately, and have it same day. And we do only do our procedures on Wednesday, so it's not every day of the week. But we were able to have the patient seen the same day, meet with me, get all their paperwork, everything done over to the surgery center and on the table.
It's a well-oiled machine.
It is. It really is.
I mean,
It's
y'all have
making
everybody
sure.
lined up for every little thing that you do.
It is.
And
There's a
it's
lot to
ready
it.
to go.
Yeah.
I mean, now I just want to be sure everyone understands you can't just walk into Middle Tennessee.
No,
and
just
go,
say, hey, I heard
got
you can get it.
cataracts,
Right.
Get them out.
I got cataracts. Get them on.
That's not how it works. You
With
still
a
make-
referring physician and
Correct.
schedule it.
and you're making an appointment. So
Correct.
I just want to throw that out
Yeah,
there because
it's
you know,
not that you walk
this
into
ain't
your
walk-ins
physician.
welcome. Yeah,
Correct. You're
right.
not even walking into your your regular optometrist that day and having it. That is, you go to your scheduled optometry visit, and then they call and they make that appointment, and then that's when we'll be
You're
doing
in and
that
out in one day.
When it comes to, all right, let's say you go to the eye doctor, maybe you notice a little bit of maybe, I don't know if a cataract and a floater are the same thing.
They're not. A cataract is actually what's going to obscure the entire vision.
Okay.
The floater is something that can come and go and all that. All those
Like if
little
you're
fun gnats.
experiencing little blurry vision, not the floaters.
Correct. Now, there's a lot of, the thing with cataracts is you start to notice a decrease in vision. Now, sometimes it happens gradually, and it's like, oh, okay, it's just a little bit. So those people are usually, they take a little bit longer to come in because it's not something they're noticing right away.
Would it be better if they went ahead and came in and got that done, even if it was just a little bit, or is it better to wait?
Well, honestly, it's all up to how progressed they are. There's still a minimum that they have to be at for us to be able to do any procedure on them. So Dr. Hudson, when she looks at everybody, she's able to make that determination if they are viable enough to have that surgery.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean you have to run out and do that. Absolutely. That's not something you have to do. I'm a fan of why not get it done when it's already at the earliest stages? Why wait and make yourself more miserable?
Right.
Like, let's just get it out of here and be done with it. If it was a complicated procedure, I could understand, like, oh, I'm going to take some time and think about it. Least complicated procedure. Let's get it done and get you back to seeing color. Summer, you don't want to see the water. I want to see the water. I want to see the sky. I want to see trees. It's why I had LASIK. So
it's amazing how much more vivid it is after that, isn't it?
1,000,000%. I went from before, and I know I'm just talking about LASIK for a minute, but I went from before not being able to see. When I took my glasses off, my vision was 2400. I could look and see a shape and a basic color. That was about all I was telling you. The next morning, it was 2015. I woke up and saw, and the first thing I wanted to do was cry, and that's the first thing they tell you don't do. So I'm just like,
when did you start wearing glasses?
I was 10.
Yeah,
9 or 10.
I was in first grade, and I had the Coke bottle thick glasses.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, LASIK, I know it's cataract we're talking about.
Well, it's all one.
But
Listen, we're all one
LASIK
family.
is a game changer.
It is.
It's a life changer. It's the best thing I've ever done for myself.
I agree.
Is LASIK.
I agree.
Because you're right. I mean, you take seeing every day for granted.
Yeah. If you've never had bad vision, how do you know what that's like for somebody else?
Yeah.
And so with cataracts, it's something that everybody eventually experiences, and it's interesting to see how people do, because there are some people who've had bad vision, and to them, it's really not that big a deal. It's just a little bit more than it was.
Sure.
Then there are some people who have always had perfect vision, and that for them, it's devastating to wake up one morning and you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
When someone has cataracts and they get them removed, do they then need to go through another eye appointment to see if they need glasses or don't need glasses? Because it seems to me like maybe they don't know what they need if their vision's been obstructed with cataracts.
Right. So the good thing with the cataract procedure is there's always 3 follow-up visits with us. So we do one day, which is the day after your procedure. You're going to come in. We want to check on you, make sure you're doing okay. And then we're going to see you one day after your next surgery. And then 2 weeks after that, you're going to come back in. They'll dilate you. They're going to check you for a prescription. Anything you may need, they're going to get it to you.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then based on that, like you said, there are some people who are just able to walk out of there and go get some reading glasses. And what a gift
for
people who have never been able to see or have LASIK.
Yeah.
Because those are the patients that will make me cry every time, who've had horrible vision, but they've not been able to do anything. And this surgery gives them the ability to finally have vision.
I know what you mean, because I'd seen a video from somebody that was colorblind and had those glasses that they can actually see colors. And they did not know what they were missing until they put on those.
That is amazing.
It made me cry.
I cry every time I see those. People know I will cry. I will cry it depends on the commercial, but if you send me the right one, I'll probably cry on it. But with those, it does, because I cannot imagine what it would be like to look at my child and not know what my child's hair color is. And be able to identify that. And then to put those glasses on and finally be able to see that.
You're going to make me cry talking about it.
I'm telling you, that's the moments that I live for. That is literally the moments in our office that I think all of us live for, are those moments when we get a
little
patient.
blessings.
It is. And every day you can find one. If you look hard enough, you can find it.
when a lot of times when you're talking or meeting older people, you can see that their eyes are just cloudy looking.
Yeah.
And that's sad,
You
right?
want to help them.
Those are the ones. Okay, now see, those are the ones that will make me cry. A lot of those patients have never been to an eye doctor. They have never had that ability for one reason or another. And when they are finally able to come in and see us and
to literally see you.
To see you, yeah. When they come back, I mean, we've had patients where they've had the procedure, they've come back and it literally looked at me and been like, I didn't know that's what you look like. And it wasn't for any other reason than they just really couldn't see what I had looked like, you know? And
they could see your image, but not even really make out your face.
Yeah, they could see my outline, but they had no detail or anything. And I have gone up to patients before and been like, hey, how are you? And they look at me like they don't know who I am. And I'm like, we just sat across from each other like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
But they don't know. And those are the moments, like I said, that you live for, are the moments where you look at somebody and you know what, I may not be able to do a lot, but I did something to make their life a little better. Hey, what more do you need?
If that's something that that's happening to you currently, call up Middle Tennessee Eye. You can get on their schedule, get it taken care of in one day, and just be done with it. Just be done with cataracts. Give us the number that they need to call to make an appointment.
You can call 931-372-1994. Schedule your appointment. If you are having any type of visual issues, it doesn't have to be cataract. If you just notice, man, my glasses are a little out of date, I need a tweak, come on in. We have something for everybody. Please come and see us.
And the nicest staff.
Everybody's so
you'll
great.
Ever be around ever. So thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Sheila, who's on deck for tomorrow, Monday?
For Monday, it's Christy Facento and also therapist Susan, who they're going to have a pet loss seminar that's going on at Plenty Bookstore.
Okay.
Talk about that. And also Cassie Kessler from the Stolen Corn.
All right.
She's going to stuff the bus in Gainsboro. We'll talk about
That's
that.
coming up on June 28th. Fireworks coming up with that too. Part of Freedom Week here with Cookeville Communications. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here Monday. Bye now.
Bye.